Okay, great. Okay, we can put this down.
He's truly a master.
All right, so I've
The reset switches are very hard to find on the human body. Like, the factory default settings are fucking confusing. Like, it's different on everyone, but the way he was able to pinpoint that on his wrist, fucking masterful. Movement DJ Khaled makes, every dance he...
The man's methods were really out of the ordinary, and I actually did feel better after this process. But just when I thought he was a miracle worker, he hit me with some unthinkable news.
This doesn't do anything.
I can't believe it. What a plot twist. I am fucking shocked. You can't be biting that. You can't be biting that. Why do you want to bite that so badly? Thanks for resub, Auntie, and denied.
When I was doing that, that doesn't do anything. Nothing.
Now I didn't know what to believe.
But why do I do that? Because for some people, if I just did energy healing just the way I did, they would think I'm nuts. So I had to do this. I had to have them touch here. Touching has nothing to do with anything.
It was starting to feel like maybe the reviews were true.
This doctor claims to heal you in a day from all illness just by reading your energy.
Yep, that's energy healing in a nutshell. You're lucky he didn't drop a fucking clump of shungite on your chest and call it a day. He was much more hands-on. At least he touched your wrist.
What he's doing with this scam is nothing short of evil and malpractice.
We're not.
I also love this malpractice. The fun thing about chiropractics is it's not like an actual MD profession. It's not like a real doctor. I do think they do have like a council of chiropractics elders or something that's supposed to govern it, but it's not like a malpractice kind of thing because it's not clinical. It's not like a real doctor. It is. It's not. It actually is not. If you look up chiropractics here, actually. This is like this, I don't know how we always end up in a chiropractics rabbit hole recently. But if you look up chiropractics, it is legitimately listed officially as a pseudoscience. Where can I find? I pulled up the PubMed thing on it recently. Let me see if I can get that back up. I can't get the PubMed one to pop up. But here, I mean, like, pretty much every source, like, here's Cleveland EDU. Chiropractics don't have an MD degree, they aren't medical doctors. They're considered doctors of chiropractic care. But it's not a real doctor. There's no medical school, there's nothing like that. There is apparently, like, an like, post-learning school that some chiropractors can go to, but it's not like an actual medical field. Yeah, here. This is actually in defense of doctors, but even in their own thing, it even talks about them not being like actual medical doctors. Do they not go to school for it? You can. Like I said, there is schools for it, which is what this talks about. Charles, you're losing this one. What do you... It is legitimately listed as a fucking pseudoscience. What do you mean? This is actually when I pulled up in defense of it, where it even talks about them not being actual medical doctors. This is like in defense of chiropractics being doctors, but even still, talking about them not being medical doctors. What are you talking about? Literally anything, looking up anything, any science-based anything talks about chiropractics being an ineffective, manipulative treatment. Literally anywhere. This is one that I pulled up on behalf of chiropractics. It's bait. I guess it could be. I don't really know. I know chiropractics has become kind of trendy because of all the TikTok memes about it. He's a tier 1 5-finger.
We're nothing but energy, pure energy. This is not a solid. This is energy. If you'd have shown this iPhone to somebody 20 years ago and told them, oh yeah, we can download a movie in a matter of a few seconds, they probably would have thought you were nuts.
Wow. With my belief in Dr. Rodriguez at an all-time low,
Nuts. Who's nuts?
He brought it back.
Who's nuts?
he made one final pitch to sell me on his vision.
I'm fixing causes, okay? I don't actually heal you because that's not the power that I've got. All I do is remove the roadblocks. And the roadblocks were emotions. Emotions are the cause of absolutely everything on this planet, from cancer to a common cold. Since everything is emotional, what we want to do is we need to change our perspective. If I think it, then I am what I think I am. You want to get well? You want to get better? You need to think positive, be positive. You need to forgive yourself.
All great advice. I think I'll go ahead and book an appointment with a physical therapist to actually fix my injury that I visited you for. Positive thinking's not going to magically heal a fucking injury. Well, I guess some of them maybe. Over time.
I was looking to be adjusted, and instead he told me I need to forgive myself. The day after he did his energy healing and pretend adjustment, I had a terrible migraine and almost passed out reading a book to my son.
Anyway,
Well,
so
thank you for sharing this all with us. This has been incredible.
you're welcome. I wrote a book on this. I was about 1 to 2 months away from a wheelchair. I could barely walk. I have absolutely no pain. None. Zero.
Awesome, for sure.
I wasn't sure that
Why
my
would he
bodily
agree to
pain
do
was
this?
Totally cured by just thinking positively, but I was open to it. However, before I could get too focused on positive thinking, I had to get to the bottom of his 1-star reviews.
What we're going to do now is we're going to check for misalignments. Okay. Any pain there?
Not in particular.
Beautifully aligned.
Before I came in, I was checking out some of your reviews and I saw people were mentioning, a lot of kind of, negative thoughts.
So I see how this happened. He didn't tell them going into it that you're a 1-star chiropractor, and that's why we're here. Okay. Interesting.
Have you seen some of those?
No. I don't normally go on and take a look
Yeah.
at those reviews.
Totally.
Okay. You're going to feel a quick tap here.
And is any of this going to result in a crack, or I shouldn't expect that necessarily?
You shouldn't expect it necessarily. A lot of chiropractors twist necks and backs, and they want to hear a crack.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily.
Yeah.
He's a bit
'Cause one person, I
Scarfox.
guess, was trying to
Maybe
say,
some
like,
dairy.
if a chiropractor isn't going to crack your back, are they a chiropractor at all?
The reality is bones only misalign a millimeter. And if you're wanting a bone to pop, you potentially could be creating a problem for this patient.
One person was even, I guess, trying to compare it to like card reading, tarot card. They said a glorified card reader.
Okay. Yeah, some people say that because they don't understand what's going on. But most
Energy healing is a very complicated science. Says he's not. He's literally just energy healing.